Hello, people. Ooh, I got soap on my face. I knew I put the soap on my face, right? Let's see. Let's do some filtering. Get some bubbles circulating. How about now? Where those little bubbles at from before? I don't even see those little bubbles. Dream, glamour. Glamour kind of takes the soap look away a little bit. Happy Monday. Um, so, whew, I feel very grateful. Um, so what I've been doing with releasing, right, and unpacking and healing and televising my healing. I reference, I don't know if you listen to my audio, but I reference, see this cut right here? I referenced this cut um, in one of my audios from last night because sometimes you just don't know how something can touch you deeply, right? And that's how I felt with a situation. But I healed, and even though it may look not like excellent, but healed. Like I can touch it, it don't hurt, you know, just a scar. And I'm pretty sure with some attention I could remove the scar. So I did all of that sharing, right? And after I did all of that sharing, I was like, I want to go back and look at something that I put that happened Saturday, but I was very emotional. So I looked at it, and I was, of course, self-evaluating myself. And I was like, you was emotional, girl. You was mad. You was upset. You was like, how dare you bother me? And we are here sharing this fucking planet together. All of us. We're all here together, right? On this planet. And it's like certain things that are happening don't make any sense. And my response to it is there is a solution. It doesn't have to happen. But we need to have these conversations. So towards the end, it was about an hour long. It's on here. I was asking the question of my nation. And I've been trying to speak to the side of certain things. But I can't, I've already accepted, I ain't no more skating to the side. Because I remember when somebody initially made a comment towards me and made a suggestion. And to me, it seemed like a suggestion out of nowhere. But anyway, I don't want to be talking to riddles to you. I just got a phone call that really touched my soul because it showed me what I know, like what I feel. Like I feel like our nation can be what it is designed to be. I feel the recipe for our nation here, United States of America, to be at our best is the people, because there's a lot of moving parts, right? And it was set up strategically. And even though people have been pimping the country out, I use that as an analogy and as a metaphor, but it's kind of accurate, because they're like, oh, the Constitution, human beings, right? How much you want to pay me for that? So that's why that analogy makes sense. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's heal. We can do that. We can do that. We can heal as a nation. We can clean up our house. Water's running. I'm cleaning up this one right here, right now, But we can do that. Everybody just has to play their position, play their part. And how do you know what part and position you play? You might be a teacher. You might be a mentor. You might be a minister. You might have multiple hats. You might have multiple roles. You might be an artist. You might be just a mother. You might be just a father. You might be just a friend. You might be just a confidant. You might be a sanitation worker. Let me tell you how I adore my maintenance workers and our sanitation workers. You just don't know how much I adore you because I love order. It's just I really don't find this fulfilling to do it. Like right now, if I was able to call Miss Norma and say, Miss Norma, can you come and just do, tidy up the place for me? I'd be on the phone calling Miss Norma and like doing content creating or trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out of this debt and try to figure out, when am I going back to school? Figure out how to get my physical body together, like my legs. Now they did their thing yesterday because I didn't have no choice but for them to do their thing. I couldn't get to a cab because I ain't have no cab fare. I had to put these arms to work. These arms are pretty strong. I got a strong arm. But even though the arms are strong, the legs gotta carry the whole body. So I was carrying at least, I don't feel an exaggeration that it was at least 100 pounds. Like 50 pounds at least in each bag. And that's a lot for somebody that's already like 250-ish. That's like 350 pounds on these legs. Yeah. Some of the muscles are strong, some of them are not. Some of them are injured, some of them are recovering, some of them are atrophied, honestly. It's a lot going on with me, but I'm working at every bit, every day. And I'm making some diet changes. I'm taking my supplements. I got this supplement. I got these supplements, which I've had for quite a bit. These supplements, right? I got these supplements, and it's really the consistency in me taking them and staying hydrated. I'm learning hydrated pack when it's a very difficult day. I have some ibuprofen. I have some more ibuprofen, a little stronger ibuprofen. Okay, 800 it's not all the time. I pretty much manage it with magnesium. Magnesium is a good hat. I support the aloe. Like, working on it. It's not going to be overnight. And there's things physically, there's things, I wouldn't say that I'm politically correct, even though I am politically correct. But I say things that, and I don't even know how to say that because the times are changing so rapidly that I feel like authenticity and honesty is the best way to be. Like, and I'm still figuring out a lot of things. But the call meant a lot to me. The call told me that there are people who care, and that's really all we need. There are healthy people that care. And having healthy people, being healed, being whole, and having a heart are the recipes that humanity needs. That's the recipe that's going to allow for peace to flourish, allow for humane things to flourish. Like, that's what's going to allow it to flourish. So I'm grateful that humanity is rising to the occasion. I'm grateful for the human being that just called me because it let me know that everything all right, and I opened up the forum to have a very controversial conversation, but I think it's time that we have these conversations because how are we going to fix these things? Nobody's going to come fix it for us, I just want you to know, like the people here and the children that are being born, the children that are here, like they're going to grow up into adults and they're going to find their way in life and we're going to do it together, like together. Look at that, harmoniously. Not like, let me get on this hand got cover this hand. Get down. How many parts just to our physical makeup do we have? So we have many parts. The parts when they're working harmoniously, it's a flow. So we want to get into a flow within our physical bodies, aligning our mental, aligning our spiritual, aligning that. And then once this is aligned, then we can be in the right position. We can look and see the things that we can, I see that now. I couldn't see that before because there was some disharmony going on. And once we have the harmony and the flow, now we know what we are supposed to do. And then we just take the necessary steps to do that. And we all have gifts. I'm going to lie. But I'm grateful for what has been entrusted in me. And I vow to do my very best. And I know that I have to place attention on me. Sister gave me complete confirmation. Check her out. I'm gonna put her link in my description. She does hair. She's in the Houston area, and she has all those things in alignment. And she's constantly working to improve herself, and that's what we individually must do. We must improve ourselves. We can't just get into a funk and be like, yeah, I'm good. I got all this stuff. So I'm good. I don't need to do anything. I got all this stuff. No, we still, stuff is cool. I like stuff, all right? Please don't ever misinterpret me prioritizing what is more important better than stuff, okay? I like stuff too, but I know what's important. And I learned what was important through trials and tribulations, because in the past I've had to just choose me over stuff. I had to pack up my children and say, listen, we need to get to safety. Fuck this stuff. I got our paperwork. Let's get to going. Here's a safe route. Let's get there. You know, like I've had to do that in the modern day. And it's unfortunate because my ancestors had to do that. And their ancestors had to do that here on our homeland. But it's okay because I'm healing. And my healing and my growth is healing the bloodline. It's a good thing. So I encourage that. And that's more important. That's more important. The things are going to be there. I don't even know how many living room sets I've had or furniture I've had. And right now, there's none here. But I have chairs, okay? It's a little tricky for me to get up off the ground. And somebody gifted me an airbag. Somebody gifted me some dishes. Like, it's okay. The things are there, you know. And I'm gonna get gifted the furniture. I just have to still have to come up with some type of funds to arrange it, because I have to have the truck and I have to have the people that's gonna do the heavy lifting. So that's the only reason why I'm taking a little bit of time. But it's okay. I'm grateful. I am grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for the great people in the world. We all have greatness within us. Don't measure your greatness compared to somebody else's greatness. You might be like Marie Calendar. You might make a great pie. You might make a great chicken. You might be a great cook. You might be a great designer. Whatever your greatness is, find that, own that, and whatever areas you need to heal in, apply the soothing, healing modalities. There's plenty of them out there. You got sound baths, you got just all types of stuff to heal. I think nature is one of the most healing things to do, to get out in the fresh air and breathe and watch the trees and just watch how nature interacts with each other, you know. But there's so many different things, you know. You got massage therapy, sound therapy, regular therapy, where you're sitting down and you're talking with somebody. There's so many things. So prioritize your health mentally, spiritually, and physically. And prioritize your gifts and growing those gifts and know that they matter. I don't care. Like, I'm so serious. If I ever have the opportunity to give the maintenance workers and sanitation workers that are just you, because I think people just take it for granted, you know, certain places, not everywhere, but certain places they just take shit for granted. They're in a rush, and they're just like, fuck it, I'm going to throw this somewhere because somebody's going to pick it up. Nah, there's garbage cans. Find a garbage can. If the garbage can is full, whatever it is, you can hold it till you find one that's not empty. Like, do that extra effort because they make our lives better. Our lives would be very smelly and disgusting if it wasn't for them. They get out there and they pick up dirt and they clean up, man, everybody. So don't feel like nothing is too small. It's not. A simple smile, I just got a simple phone call. That's all I got was a phone call. I just got a phone call and it lifted up, it added to me and what I know deep inside of my soul. Which is something Michael Beckwith talks about all the time, about the possibility of humanity, like this great possibility. Where some people look at him and they be like, what? Peace. That'll never happen. Why not? Yes, it can. It has to happen inside of you first. If it's not happening inside of you, it's not happening around you, of course, you're going to think it's weird to say that. But if you are peaceful most of the time, if you have found peace within yourself, then it's very possible to imagine, wow, this feels really good. How would the world be if everybody felt like this? If people weren't dealing with anxiety, if people weren't dealing with depression, if those were ailments of our head, how would the world be? How would that look? But you gotta have it within yourself to see how it looks around you and how it feels around you. And you're like, oh, it's kind of good. that feels kind of good. And then you can see it on a bigger scale. You can see it on the macro, what you recognize, and on the micro. I'm gonna go ahead though and do what I gotta do. And actually, I had a mango today, so if you don't know, I'm weaning myself off of flesh, not driving myself off of it, but I'm weaning myself off of it. I'm just being very conscious about what I eat because I'm a foodie. As I'll be like, my son be like, did you eat today, Mom? You didn't eat? I'm like, dude, I got stores of, you know, I'm prepared. I can miss some meals, you know. It don't look like I miss any at all, but I can afford to miss the meal. I can implement that, sir. I'm okay. I'm okay. And I'm getting better and better. So I encourage you all to get better and better too. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm glad I had the opportunity. I encourage you all. I encourage everybody, like, evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself, be honest with yourself. Because when I watched the video, I was like, oh yeah, I was upset. And when we angry, probably not the greatest time to communicate, okay? Because you're all over the place. But I'm glad that I did that because I did share some important things. I don't have a publicist or anything like that. So it's just raw, just authentic. My publicist is my higher self, you know, and I felt like I needed to share this because how many people are having these experiences and they never share it because they feel their voice is too small. They feel like, who's going to care anyway? And they just accept it and they medicate themselves to not deal with the sting. Like racism stings. It's hurtful for another human being to look at you based on your color, based on your income, based on your national origin and be like, you ain't worthy. I'm gonna need you to prove to me you worthy of basic human needs. Like, what? Excuse me? I'm here, I'm breathing. That shows you right there. But okay, I get it. You got people out there who don't identify themselves properly, who want other people's identification. I get it. We're in a process of healing and progression. I get it. So, okay, you want validation. Okay, there you go. 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 So now you want more? And then you're going to threaten? No. And you're going to, oh, no, it's just protocol. Is it protocol to threaten human beings' livelihood? Is that protocol? A non-violent person? Like, is that... I don't think there should be protocol of violence. I feel like there's so much opportunity. There's so much opportunity for a better everything. There's so much opportunity. There's opportunities in the prison system. There's opportunities in our healthcare. There's opportunities in our government. There's opportunities in every sector. There's business opportunities. It's opportunities to improve our qualities of life. But before we can do that collectively, we must do that individually first. So we can't take the cheap routes and the routes where it's just like, let me just deal with the symptoms. No, we got to deal with what's causing the symptoms, people. And it's people's lack of awareness of the great possibilities. Because when you are aware, you're like, you see everybody is excellent. Even the person that's bent over on the street begging, you recognize they're breathing, they are alive, they have divinity within them, whether they're conscious of it or not, they still have it. And when you Know that you have it inside of you, and just coming next to them. You don't even have to speak. I see people. I see. You don't even understand what I see. And I will use an example, and then I really will get off of this. I was in a bus stop, still learning how to navigate this city, and one bus came. I didn't think that bus was going to take me to my destination because I thought that bus turned on Broad Street. I thought it went like towards, I don't know. I didn't know. My destination was Starbucks. But I knew the other bus went there. So that's the bus that I planned to get on. So when the first bus came, I didn't get on that bus. I waited there. Now this particular bus stop is in a spot where people go and do all types of stuff at. And it was like the energy there was very to the point I didn't even sit down. What I decided to do some content creating, share, and I see a guy. Now I see a guy from a distance. I can tell by how he was dressed that he's a person that possibly lives outside, possibly has an addiction issue. Like I can tell that just by looking at him. He was disheveled. On the outside he was a mess. But see, what I know on the inside is that even though the outside can look away and appear away, he's walking, he's breathing as an organic, walking and breathing human being. I had to put that in there. I watched some stuff yesterday, and it just showed me how much I grew because it was pure entertainment. Even if there was any accuracy in any of it, it was pure entertainment. But I don't want to go into that. But I just had to be a little bit sarcastic and throw that in there. Like, he's an organic human, and he was disheveled. And when he got close, I'm standing still. So this is me. This is my hand in. He's walking. So I'm facing this way. I can see him walking. And just out of respect, I stepped to the side. And he got close. He got closer to my energy field. He lightened up. We looked eyeball to eyeball. We exchanged a brief smile. And he continued on his way. He continued on his way. To me, that you're like, oh, a guy walked past you and smiled. Homeless guy walked past you and smiled. Big deal. No, that's not all that happened, okay? Person, a human being that has divinity within them, that divinity recognized that my divinity, I'm conscious of it, and it was a divine interaction. It wasn't just a surface interaction. So many levels to this shit. I could talk for hours, but I'm not. Not today. I'm gonna enjoy this Monday. I'm gonna express my gratitude. I almost got emotional to the point of tears, and I don't know if all I can say is expect me to be my absolute best at every time, and expect me to grow and expect me to be better. And I'm pretty sure as I continue to do my work and as I encourage others to do their work, and as you see me grow and change and grow and see how things come together, that it will inspire me, because I was just a little orphan at one point. A little orphan nobody wanted, and now I recognize that the fact that I was even the fact that I'm even here on the planet means that there's value. And the fact that I've been endowed with the wisdom and the lessons that were designed to teach me. They wasn't designed to oppress. Well, people may have used it for different ways, but life always wins. Like Reverend Michael Beckwith says, life always wins. So know that, be conscious of that. I'm gonna get some peace. I need some tea in my life. That's all I need to do. That's the code of that's all. I want to give more, but thank you. And look at my homegirl down there. I just started following her. She's excellent. If you're in the Houston, Texas area, you want to get your hair did by her, okay?